over the off season?
It was such a luxury going over there for so many different reasons. The life experience, first and foremost, that our guys got. They'll remember the trip for the rest of their lives, and going over, winning a trophy, having some success, not having any really idea what we were going to get into from a competitive standpoint. It was awesome, but just to go and spend not only the 2 weeks in China, but the 10 days leading up to China, here in kind of a mini camp type setting where they're not in school and they're focused only on hockey and getting to know each other, fitness testing, everything that came into that trip, huge advantage, and it has allowed us spend this month of limited hours and doing a lot of skills, doing a lot of scrimmages, doing a lot of special teams, so we're ready. We wish we played tomorrow.
Given the layoff, how much stock do you put into the China trip going into Mercyhurst?
Layoff after the China trip? Yeah. Not much, because we still have 5 games with this group. Nobody else does, and 5 high-level games, and some intense moments during those games. And it wasn't that long ago. And like I said, figuring out line combinations for the most part, special teams combinations, PK pairs, all that stuff. Huge luxury, and it allows us to focus on development and making sure these guys are really sharp going into our first game.
Max Prozic got the bulk of the starts and did well. Is he risen to the top for you in terms of goalie depth chart?
All of them look good, and that's the honest to God truth. I truly believe I could put any 3 of them in and we could win. Max did get 3 of the 5 starts. Evan didn't go on the trip. He I can say it now, is literally, it's like something out of a cartoon, but his passport got eaten by his puppy the night before we left. So they wouldn't let him on the plane, and he got stuck back here. So it was unfortunate, because he was going to get some time, and we were excited to get him some time. But he made the most of it, stayed back, and worked out hard. And he's looked really good in practice. And there's days Justin Robbins has looked really good too. So like I've said, from day one, we love our depth. I think that starter will be something that figures itself out and works itself out as we go and get in through that first month of the season. But no clear-cut winner as of right now.
Looking at the transfers that have come into to the program this season, I mean, what do you think's been really the appeal to just grab so many high-level transfers into ASU this year, do you think?
We took, Sanchez and Niram are 2 transfers that the nature of their transfer is something we've never done. It's a 4-2-4 transfer, to where they went in so young. They were such high-level elite, recruits coming out of junior. Sanchez out of the NTDP, and then Willie was a really young kid in the USHL. They probably just weren't quite ready for college hockey and the jump that it is and that it takes. So they left their schools, went back to junior, really, really good years in the USHL, and they're ready. They're ready to make a huge impact. So it's new for us to take a 4-2-4, but we took both of them. They're best friends. They're both from Chicago. They grew up together. They've embedded themselves in our culture from day one. They're just unbelievable to have around. And then obviously Max is a grad transfer that gives us depth in goal. And then Chris Grando from BC is redshirting, and he looks great. So Chris's focus is just going to be get bigger, stronger, faster, and he's going to be playing with guys on that quote-unquote 5th line pretty much all year in practice, and his job, what we told him, was to try and make those guys look as good as possible to help them get into the lineup.
Joey obviously left his mark in that last season. You leave big shoes to fill. How do you think? What's the mindset to keep the expectation high for any of the 3 players you can stick in there?
Joey Decord is Joey Decord, and what we're telling all of our goalies is be you, don't be Joey. We're not looking for another Joey. There's no other Joey. Be yourself. That's why you're here. You're not here because we thought you could be like Joey. We're here because we liked what we saw in you. So, the Joey Decord era is done. It's gone. It's over. Now we're all, cheering for him as an Ottawa Senator, and I stayed in close contact with Joey. He was up at Brinson's wedding. It was great to see him. But these 3 guys can carry the mail. We're very confident of that. We truly and genuinely believe this is a much better hockey team than even that we had last year. Defensively, we should be a lot better. Our D-core is incredibly deep, and it's going to be a battle to get in the lineup every night.
Looking at the recruiting classes over just the last few seasons, how have these new guys that you've been able to bring in just make an immediate impact and just make success off of that just over the last few years? There's been tremendous growth.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the nature of being a startup program, and the longer you're at it recruiting, the better the better kids you get. Success breeds success, and we continue to bring in really high level freshmen, and Logan Genuine's one of them. He had 60 goals last year, and he's going to find himself, with the opportunity to be a really highly, we're going to look for him to score right away, and he's capable of doing that. And then on the back end, like I've told a few people, we think that the two freshmen, D and Judson and Semick, are dynamite. They're just absolutely dynamite. They're ready-made. They're ready to make an impact right away. They're steady. They're responsible. We have them playing together as a pair, righty-lefty pair. They're really good. Like, they round out our D-core. Our D-core's built.
Coach, last year was obviously a big step for the program. What's sort of the progression? What are your goals for the program going forward after you got accomplished that?
Well, obviously we had a great year. We think that we surprised pretty much everybody but ourselves, and we want to continue to push the rock forward. We made the tournament last year, and we want to get further this year. And I still believe the way we do that is to not change what our focus is, and that's just only on what's right in front of us. We're worried about one thing: Mercyhurst on October 5th. Everything that comes after that is completely irrelevant. And we have a good enough team. We have enough talent here now, and the culture is so good with our player leadership group that if we continue to do that, I believe we will absolutely have a better year than we did last year.
How great is it to have Eddie Lack join your staff and just kind of guide, the trio of netminders competing for the starting job?
He's been awesome. He's just jumped in with both feet, and he's one of us. He felt like that from day one. He just fit in really well with the staff, and the players all like him. And he's a guy that because of his experience and where he played and all the success that he had as a player, he brings way more to the table than just helping our goalies. He was at the level that all of our guys want to get to, so he understands what it takes, and he has the personality where he can connect with everybody, not just the goalies. So he's going to make a huge overall impact all over our program.
All throughout last year, you made it very clear what your expectations were, how high you held this team standard-wise, but to the public, this team kind of flew under the radar for most of the year. But now you guys are now a pretty well-known name in terms of NCAA college hockey. So, if you were to say what your expectations and what you want people to think that the expectations for ASU is, what would you say this would be going into this year?
Well, I guess most importantly, I don't care what anybody else's expectations are for us. We worry about ourselves, and that's something we learned kind of the hard way, and when we really flip that switch and control what we can control and stay together as a family, no matter what external, influencing people might say or think, it doesn't matter. As long as we worry about ourselves, that's all that matters. And as far as opponents, and we hope they underestimate us still. I don't think we're going to sneak up on anybody. I wish that we could still, and I hope that we do, because I think we all know how that's going to end up for them.
Do you have any off-the-ice stories from China or things that?
I have a lot of them, but I can't share those with you, Jeff. I'm just kidding.
Repeatable off-the-ice stories?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I think one of the coolest ones is we were at the Great Wall of China, right outside of the one of the most popular areas. There's a ton of places to go up the wall, like a ton of them. So you can pick 50 spots to go up the wall, and we were going up the wall, and as we were coming back down, Alexander Ovechkin was going up, and our guys were in their jerseys, and he was in their jerseys. So it's just crazy small world, but for that to happen when our team's over in China was pretty special.
Thanks, George.
Thanks. Yep.